How's it going everyone? Nathan here and welcome back to the YouTube channel where in this video we're going to be talking about how to start a side hustle while working full-time. As well as that, we're going to be talking about 3 different tips I have for anyone going out on this journey. So let's get straight into it. So there's 2 sides of the coin when it comes to personal finance. There's saving money and making money. Saving money involves setting yourself up right from the beginning and managing your finances to ensure that there's a lot less troubles down the road. And this can simply be done by digging deeper into your numbers, whether it might be your bills or might be all of your personal spendings, and making corrections and changes based on your wants and your needs. So you may find over time you're spending a lot of money on something that you don't necessarily need, but it's a lot more than what's required for a want. So you might find down the line that you're spending a lot more money on your wants rather than your needs, and you can actually change that and correct it. So I really enjoy talking about that on the regular, but today I'd like to talk about the other side of the coin, which when it comes to making money and generating wealth over time. And when I say that, I'm talking about starting a side hustle. As somebody who's built their very first business while working full time, I wanted to create this video to actually go through what people might really expect and iron out any expectations for anyone who's actually going down this route. So if you're currently somebody who's working a day job and actually wants to go down this route, give this video a like and comment down below on any types of misconceptions that you may have or any roadblocks that you're currently experiencing, and I'll be definitely sure to comment back on that. So as a full-time worker, you know the drill. You're going to be waking up with 10 minutes left to leave, shoving that toast down your throat, where you're going to then spend the next 8 to 9 hours working your day job, only to find that when you get home, you've only got really enough time for dinner, maybe going to the gym, and then pretty much just resting while you're binge watching the next Netflix TV show. So that's what a typical Monday to Friday cycle looks like. And from there, day in, day out, it's pretty much just a rinse and repeat. So in reality, it's gonna be really difficult when it comes to a side hustle to try and fit that into your already busy schedule. But to be honest, this is the reality of when it comes to trading your time for your money. So with life being so busy, there's only going to be so many people that are willing to break the mold. Those that actually want to go out of their way to become uncomfortable, to look for that second income source, whether it may be to increase their monthly income or actually spend more time in something that they're passionate in. Everyone's going to be starting at a certain phase called the beginning. So when I'm talking about the beginning, I'm talking about all the restless nights, all the sacrifices that you have to make, and every single day where you're questioning yourself, is this really the right decision to make? Or is it better just to be comfortable? When I first started my business, it'd be an absolute lie to say how easy it was. And as much as I'd love to live that Instagram lifestyle, it was a lot of late nights with a lot of sacrifice involved. And to be honest, within my first 6 months, I made absolutely no money whatsoever. And even within my first year, I made less than $2,000. But what I've learned from this experience, I believe could help any one of you looking to start your side hustle, because I believe that everyone's going through the same experience. Once you start from the beginning, you only slowly build your skills up, and from there, you can then make bigger and bigger decisions and bigger businesses. So if you're thinking about starting down this route, just understand that everyone's gonna be going through the same fears. All the big people that you look up to have started at this period. And if anything, the bigger their popularity and wealth, the only bigger their problems that they're actually dealing with at this time. So to help you on your journey, here are 3 things I wish I knew when I was first starting out, and definitely could think can help you in terms of your journey. So the very first thing would be to actually find a skill that you may already have, or find something that you're currently passionate about. If there's something you're already passionate in, there's probably a really good chance that other people share that same passion. And a quick search through Google Trends, which actually goes through the trends of Google and what people type in and search for, or just typing in those specific keywords in various social profiles can actually confirm that. You're going to be spending a lot of wanted time outside of work hours, so you really need to be sure that this is something that you really want to do. There's going to be people that say they have no passions whatsoever, and to those people, I really say, what gets you up in the morning? From there, you can start, and as you move through this process, I believe you're going to be finding your passion a long way of your journey. My full-time job is as a health worker, and more specifically a radiographer, but what that has left me is with no skills that can be used in the outside world, and really nothing that's useful outside of a medical clinic. But knowing I really wanted to do something else outside of this, I slowly understood and slowly started to look for other areas where I could build skills in, which actually led me to online marketing. From there, being able to build that skill from scratch actually helped me understand my own marketability, both as a person and as someone that can help other people grow their businesses. And by starting from scratch, I really like to look at it as every single skill I've built up in my resume really helped me to understand the fundamentals of my own market value. Now, the second thing I really do think will help you is to actually identify initially how much money you can set aside to start this side hustle. So if you're coming in at $0 or you actually owe money, I would actually start to work on that instead. You probably aren't in a position to just suddenly come out with a side hustle, but work on yourself, work on actually breaking down that debt and building an initial startup fund. The more money you have to put aside, the faster you'll be able to make decisions and actually grow yourself. I like to think of it as an engine within a car. So starting with little to no money is the same as trying to get your car moving with little to no fuel. You're going to be doing most of the work, pushing it uphill, and it's not going to be pleasant. So by identifying how much you can set aside for yourself, it's only going to give you further peace of mind and allow you to make bigger decisions in terms of what equipment you need to buy, what materials you may need, or the best ways to find your clients. And the very last thing I think can help you is actually being able to do a mental check and reallocate and change how you use your time. I spoke previously about the daily cycle of what it takes to have a full-time job and how taxing this can be in your 24-hour period. But with 24 hours in a full day and enough time to sleep and enough time to work, you still have a lot more time. You have another third of your day when it comes to actually building your side hustle or building anything that you want to do, anything that you want to learn and build on yourself. But at the same time, you have to make that conscious decision to actually push forward and reallocate your time effectively to be able to do so in the beginning. By doing something extremely uncomfortable, like trying to build another income source, isn't meant to be easy, and I'm probably not the first to say that there's going to be a lot of sacrifice involved. So what I've done many times over and what I can recommend for you is to actually do a brainstorm of how you've spent your time day to day over the last 2-week period. This does include weekends, it includes all the early mornings and all the late nights, and just go through all the things of how you spent your time, what's been useful for you, and what hasn't helped you at all. I'm not saying take out all the fun, I'm not saying take out all the enjoyment, but what I'm trying to say is you just have to reallocate some of your time in the beginning to the type of to-dos when it comes to the very start. Whether this may be choosing a domain name, choosing some area of industry you want to go into, whether it might be marketing to different clients or actually selling to different customers, all of those things you want to piece out slowly, and you're not going to be able to start any of this until you break the mold and break the barrier to actually start to reallocate that time forward. So if I understood these 3 initial things, or if someone told me this way back then, I would have had a lot more peace of mind in working towards the long-term aspects of it, instead of actually stressing over in terms of all the little day-to-day things that really often just slowed down my progress, because instead of worrying, I could have just got it done instead. I believe that everyone is built for something special, and only by exploring what's uncomfortable can you actually begin to take closer steps to actually finding out what that really is for you. And I'm not really saying that you have to go outside of your initial job just to find this out. Some people are made for the jobs they're in, and some people absolutely love those. If anything, that might be what you want to do, and I hope you really do continue using these skills and using these same tips to then further your own market value within your own company. I hope you enjoyed the video, and make sure to give this video a like and subscribe to the channel. And for those who are very early in the process and looking to find out how they can raise the money for this side hustle, I'm going to link a video here and also in the bio about how to actually save your first $1,000 through various methods. So I definitely think you would enjoy that. But until then guys, let's keep learning and let's keep enjoying. I'll see you guys soon.